New at 5, people are changing the way they shop, and it's changing the landscape of Michiana. Two major malls in our area struggling to stay afloat in Benton Harbor and Elkhart. ABC 57's digital reporter Shannon Nolan takes us inside both of these shopping centers and what's at stake.
When I walk around a space like this, I feel kind of sad.
Shopping malls all over America are struggling, and shoppers are noticing.
JCPenney is the third anchor tenant to leave the Orchards Mall.
You hear about stores closing regularly.
Some fear the entire mall could die without it.
You see anchor stores like Sears vanishing. It's been lights out for many brick-and-mortar mall businesses, and it's all because
it's just easier to click a button on my website and acquire something.
in Michiana, two malls are struggling to keep their doors open. They are Benton Harbor's Orchards Mall and Elkhart's Concord Mall. In Benton Harbor, shoppers refer to the massive space off of I-94 as dead inside. It doesn't have heat or lined parking spaces. And the last major retailer left, Joann Fabrics, doesn't even let shoppers enter through the mall.
5 years ago, you had Carson Perry Scott, you had Sears, you had JCPenney. So in the last 5 years, you've definitely seen quite a lot of change. I do think it's going to shut down sooner than later.
Orchards Mall manager Ed Moore said in a phone call off camera that the mall is sitting at just 25% occupancy. But he does believe the mall is getting a bit of new life, with the addition of a new store in January and plans for a new pet grooming business to join the list of remaining tenants. But what's next for a mall such as this one? Retail expert John Talbott weighed in.
I would imagine that that would be a candidate for repurpose. It sounds like whatever gave it credibility from a shopping perspective over time, whether it was tourism or whether it was something else, that apparently there must be other alternatives and places to acquire goods.
In Elkhart, Concord Mall is anchored by a remaining JCPenney store. Major retailers Hobby Lobby, Champs, and Claire's also still draw shoppers inside, but it's not what it once was. Storefronts are sitting vacant, and an entire wing that once housed Carson Perry Scott is deserted. Bob and Mag Smith visited the mall for the first time in 40 years, only to find that a spot where they once created memories has become a shell of its former self.
We remember all of these spaces being filled with stores, and to see so many empty spaces now just helped us to realize that malls are struggling these days.
But change may be on the horizon for Concord Mall. In February, a Chicago-based company signed a deal to purchase the mall, and its new managers have big plans for the space, including bringing in new tenants.
One of them is an office user that could put upwards of 1,000 people there on a daily basis, which would obviously be a great boon to the existing tenants, like the food court. We're still assessing the situation. We're going to look at signage, we're going to look at landscaping, we're going to look at the general condition of the space, empty spaces, vacant spaces, clean them up, look at ways of decorating and making it more interesting inside.
Shoppers echo the new owner's hope for a better future for the beloved mall.
I hope that stays open forever. I came here with my grandparents and stuff when I was a kid, and I would like to keep bringing my kids here like I was brought here,
One thing I liked was that I saw a man on a crane fixing some of the light bulbs, and I thought, somebody is taking care of this place.
Talbott says that if shopping malls want to survive, they'll need to innovate and recreate the shopping experience.
If I'm going to go to the trouble of going someplace, the experience needs to be entertaining. We're going to see some malls evolve and probably become more mixed use, where they have maybe living accommodations within them. They have office space, they have gyms, more restaurants, those sort of things.
America's largest mall just opened its own walk-in clinic, transforming unused retail space into exam rooms. And Michiana shoppers want more to do in their malls too.
We need a bigger play area.
It could use, something that grabs people to it, like something that people like to go to, like a clothing store.
So while shoppers see some of these places as ghost towns, experts are saying they're just in a period of transition.
They'll be more fun, more interactive, probably more social, but they're not going anywhere.
Shannon Nolan, ABC 57 News.